The small Welsh harbour town of Cardigan used to make 35,000 pairs of jeans a week. Then, in 2001, the factory closed down when manufacturing was moved to Morocco. 10 years later, enter local hero, ex-admin David Hyatt, who set up the Hyatt Denim Company to revive jean-making skills passed down through generations and to breathe new life into this once vibrant town.
We have like 200 years worth of experience of making jeans amongst the 12 of us. So we're in the elite makers in the world. They follow the process through because it's their gene. In the other factory, they didn't have that relationship with the product. But it's their jeans, and they sign them Tracy or Jean or Ellen or Amanda, and it gives them pride. So they've never been prouder about the product that they make, and that kind of, for me, is pretty cool.
Along with his wife Claire, David has created a culture as much as a company, turning conventional business practices inside out.
The first story for us is our town is making jeans. So there's an emotional story for one. The other thing is actually we're not going to rest on that because there is no great brand that's been built on sentiment alone. And I feel that our role, if we're going to go and get all those 380 other people their jobs back, is we have to have some ideas too. And if we want to attract ideas people, the best way to attract them is to have ideas.
Lisbon-based Katrina Portis is proof, if ever proof was needed, in the social and economic value of heritage. A former journalist, she was passionate about the naive vintage packaging of Portuguese products still in production, and she travelled the country in search of small producers handed down through generations. In May 2007, she opened A Vida Portuguesa to highlight the unique qualities of Portuguese manufacturers and to showcase Portugal in a surprising light.
When we opened the first shop, in the beginning, people came in and started looking around and, oh, is this a shop or is this a museum? But for me, A Vida Portuguesa is not about nostalgia at all. It's about identity, which is quite different.
Living through political and economic turmoil, the Portuguese had fallen out of love with Made in Portugal. A Vida Portuguesa is helping to rekindle not just local manufacturing, but also a contagious sense of national pride.
Perhaps all the things that happened quite late in Portugal are now a big advantage because we kept manufacture. And nowadays, Europe, they don't know how to produce things. They know how to import things, how to brand things. They don't know how to make them. I love factories. I really love the alchemy between the story and the know-how, how to do the products. I really admire nowadays the people behind these factories, the people that generation after generation kept these factories working, alive, producing, giving jobs in the community. Today, for me, they are really valiant people.
In the heart of Beirut, local producers gather each week to market regional produce. Souk El Tayeb was founded by Kamal Mouzouak, a social innovator passionate about food's potential to unite communities and foster a sense of identity. To help preserve Lebanese food traditions, Kamal opened Taouleh, a kitchen restaurant where producers from the market come to cook their regional delicacies. Taouleh means table and reflects the philosophy behind the ambition to champion talented cooks and their simple but inspired everyday cooking. Kamal's table is as rich a tapestry as the land that is Lebanon, with food that reflects the diverse social fabric that helps define the country's character.
Why to look at Lebanese food? Well, can something tell about a country better than food? You know, are we making a fight on something more than on a hummus? There's nothing that can tell about a country, its people, its land, and its tradition and history better than food.
At Monocle's first ever Quality of Life conference in Lisbon, we gathered together these three torchbearers who are, all three, palpable testament to the power of place.